Did you know that if you grab the back of this background, you can do this to the game? Did you know this, Andrew?
I did not know this.
Why didn't you tell me?
How many layers of parallax do you think there are in this?
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see 5? I see 5.
It would have been cooler if like the
These
mid-ground
guys,
people were more parallaxy.
these guys, this thing, and the actual background, which probably doesn't actually parallax at all.
Yeah. Neat.
So
Neat,
we're
though.
back.
We're back, yeah.
Episode 19 and maybe.
You know, we were
I think
on a
we finished at
hiatus.
18. There's been a pandemic.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Load game. There's 2 profiles?
Yeah, what is the second profile?
Oh god. It's been so long. I'll just go to resume and I'll hope
Alright.
that resume would presumably
Look at us, we're doing all right.
Yeah. Do I even need to do anything?
No one's even hurt.
Do I need to rest?
You check out that market, see if we get some
I feel like,
artifacts.
you know what? I remember us going to the market. I actually remember. And we were like, let's leave.
Alright.
Can we make it 8 days to the place?
Oh yeah, we're right at this.
I think this is when everything goes to shit.
I don't know.
I haven't read in so long. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sorts of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Carry on and put up with it, try to address the major issues, try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles, form a council to handle these problems, split the caravan.
Whoa, I like that 5th option.
Really?
Kind of.
I'm liking 3. Try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles? Yeah.
Alright.
I don't want to split the caravan.
Just a aside, do you think the music is kind of loud?
Do I?
for the
Okay,
recording?
I could lower it a bit.
Well, I mean, like in the actual recording, do you think it's
I
gonna be
don't
loud?
care. Who cares? Let's just finish this
Okay.
fucking stream. and with
Alright,
that, I'm going
number
with
3.
3. I picked
That's good.
3. Firewood collection, scouting, gathering of edibles, weapons training, and wagon repair keep your clansmen busy and usually too tired to complain. The chores slow the caravan, but the resulting peace and productivity feels worth it.
Nice.
Plus 15 supplies. Morale
Morale
improved.
improved.
I'm considering that a winning choice.
Yeah, good choice.
Are we 9 days away from the end of the game? That is the question.
No.
In game time, I feel like this is maybe our last Godstone.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
is that a guy by the Godstone?
Um,
Not sure what that is.
I think it's just like old crap, maybe.
Alright, just some
Maybe it
crap.
was a tent or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the Godstone.
It did look like it didn't belong. You're right. The Godstone of Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivor chews some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Do you
okay,
think that's what it
that
was? I guess.
yeah.
You're good eye. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing out the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, it couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Obviously, we're going to expect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient ruins which don't make much sense to you, though Eywind tells you some of the menders have deciphered them. It's how the menders learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contains more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys, so curious about the dredge before, are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Is this the baby that I was talking about? Wait, says Ivor, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it.
Uh-oh.
Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby.
A dredge is a woman?
We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight.
We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us?
They're not invading, they're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast.
When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness? Something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it, just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end.
Ivor, you knew? Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor, say something? Ivor, this isn't the time.
This isn't the time.
Let's go Ivor. Sorry, I'm making all the decisions.
It's obvious why Ivor didn't say anything.
When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it raise. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and pushed us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raise deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe, it twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. Oh. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder.
Ooh.
When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skogar, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Ooh, a little Ivor backstory. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Put it to a vote, insist on taking it, insist on leaving it, stay out of it.
Let's leave it.
Let's take it. Tyler gets to make the decision. Don't you wish you had played? I offered you the mouse.
Yeah,
you were like, I'll play the second fight.
Well, I have a feeling this is going to be neat for the second game.
Oh, that we have the baby?
Yeah.
You mean Banner Saga 2 that we're never going to play?
We'll play it.
You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take in the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Moral declined. You know what? You guys are racists. You're motherfucking racists.
Of course we're racist. Those things have been killing all of our people.
Babies don't know hate, Andrew.
Well, maybe
this
they
could
do.
Be the
they
first,
seem like monsters.
What are they called? Do you remember?
First what?
What do they call these rock people? The dredge. This could be the first dredge to, like, you know.
Could he be our... What's the guy from Star Trek? Worf?
He could be our Worf, exactly. Not long afterwards, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Preserve, from the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Hey!
Oh, you got a brooch.
We got the silver brooch because we took the baby.
Can you see the baby in the line?
Can I see? It must be like back here somewhere.
Alright.
And we're back on the road again.
On the road again.
And we still got 9 supplies.
Decent.
Oh, that declined moral.
That's alright. We gotta just keep pushing through here.
You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area the Varl have gathered. Ivor joins you as you approach. Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a meat house than battling asunder.
No, I'd rather be known for not dying.
Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow headfirst into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now they're not following you.
When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them?
Is that me? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both Varl heart their debate when they suddenly notice you watching. What's this about? Don't stop on my account. You're planning to confront the dredge?
I thought
I clicked on accidentally.
What's this about, I guess? Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here.
The warriors were just nothing, that they're a damn good... the warriors were just noting that they're a damn good number of dredge on our asses.
Bellower, pulling up the rear.
Fucking Bellower.
This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks.
How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be oldest Varl in the land, Ubin.
I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Krumer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me.
I'll leave you to it. Old rivalry you've got here, nobody's going anywhere.
I don't know, number 2 or 1, I guess.
Yeah, right? I
if they want to go, like, fuck it.
I don't even care about the rival. Leave my ask. You must be used to Ivor following your lead. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Var? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Ooh, that cuts deep.
Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now.
All right, then. I'll tell Hardberg you said hello. Kumar and a good many Varl warriors head out towards the growing army of Dredge. Yeah, you know what? We had too many people anyways.
Is he going to come back?
I hope not. He always has before.
I hope not.
But this time feels different, I fear. Have we even used him? Who needs him? We don't need him. This is the group that has like so many dudes. Okay, maybe we make a camp. If this gets even lower. I don't see any like towns coming up. Should we camp? This is where they make you go through all the days of supplies you have left. Up ahead, a scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure but recognize none of the markings. The walls seem unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath a roof, you overhear. Several families begin unpacking. We sleep in comfort tonight. Keep everyone back until you're certain it's safe. It was abandoned for a reason. Leave it. Look for any clues about why it was abandoned.
Number 4 sounds fine.
Yeah. Or even number 2, until you're certain it's safe. I guess we'll check out the clues. Whomever left here may have had good reason, you tell the caravan, but a few tiring hours of searching for clues, you have no answers. The frustration of the wasted time is apparent on the clansman's face. Sleep in the old hall. Fuck.
Yeah, sleep in the old hall.
Cheers erupt as people flood into the building. Avaro leans against a supporting pillar. I know it. Well, what the fuck was the point of the clues then?
You couldn't have looked for that in your clues thing?
Crushing a number of clansmen. Sadly, the rubble is too deep to recover their bodies, and you leave behind with regret. Man, that's brutal. Look at how poor our morale is. Holy shit.
Well, now we have some less clansmen.
Why did I listen to you for that one thing? I was totally doing my own thing, and then I was like, okay, I'll do poor. Ugh, that hurts. We got our morale back up to weak. But I don't think we can afford to rest another day.
I mean, we inspected the site.
I know. I thought that would be enough. I thought that would be enough. Apparently you had to do the keep back until you're certain it's safe BS. Should we camp another day? Go down to 5?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever indeed. Now you're going to camp for many days. What's our brooch thing that we got?
What's that?
1 strength resist weak. Leaving. We're on the road again.
Hey, there's our place we're
Stick
going to.
home.
We'll make it, right?
Gather round, doubters, echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage, and behold, the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. Well, almost everyone.
Almost everyone, not you.
Did the plan work? Asks Ubin. Work, responds Krumar. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. And if you apologize, I'll tell you how I found these, Krumar says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Farrell. He leans in close, whispering to Ubin, or whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie.
What does that mean?
All right. We got something else, though. Another thing that we probably don't need. Is this it, though? This might be the final town.
Fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud home sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake.
Is this where we build our
What does the rest of
houses?
the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Maybe not. I always think we're close, and then it turns out it's another town away.
Hey.
So, Andrew,
What's up, man?
anything bothering you lately?
Yeah.
No, you're good?
Things have been good, more or less.
Maybe that nice weather?
Oh, yeah. That's today, at least.
Nice today, at least. I looked at next week. It's supposed to be really nice.
Hmm.
One catastrophe to another, says Odleif as you pull into Sigholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Odleif and Ivan.
As long as we need to.
And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place.
Why? What's wrong?
Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Odleif is right. I saw a man the whole time we were setting up. He was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here?
Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this.
I don't know if she comes or not.
Also, does anybody even like Ivan?
Probably not.
Ooh, narwhal horn.
I guess 1 break, 2 armor, turn, 2 aggro. I think we gotta buy
I
something.
mean, that narwhal horn would be decent for some of
Supplies.
our shittier guys. Plus, it's like equipable and a level 1 guy.
21 round. Do you think we can upgrade anybody? Let's go see what Ivan wants to say.
Alright.
Friggin' Ivan.
You're really worried about her, aren't you?
What? Oh, Juno? Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here or something has happened to her.
Are you sure what you saw was real? Could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What is it like to be a mender? How exactly does weaving work? Why is Belor following us? All of them?
Yep.
Being a mender, I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now, builders and healers.
Did they all pull lightning out of the sky?
No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns into the wood to help them remember the shapes of, or like I said, hard to explain. Why is Beller following us? I saw Grafhorm as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The sunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the sunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading towards Arberang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Eintroff, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us.
Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Rays.
Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escape the dredge, that serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Arberang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance.
I won't take any more time.
No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents on Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Oh! I mean, do we rest? What do we do here?
I don't think we need to rest.
So we just leave?
Oh, I guess that's kind of the only option.
Rook, wait, please. She says she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving. As though he'd be giving up on Juno.
I guess we just gotta rest until we're out of supplies.
I don't think that's what we do, though.
Alright.
Like, I don't think that's what I want to do.
Well, we could wait 0 days and leave.
Okay, just a little longer. You tell Ivan you'll stick it out a little longer, but you're not certain how long you're willing to wait yourself. Every day lost becomes more precarious. So we don't rest, we just do it again. Rook, please wait. Okay, I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Evan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that will take. What do you think? Attempt to ford the river, caulk the wagons and float across, pay some locals to help, detour around the flooding.
I mean, it seems like a detour to me.
Yeah, let's detour. You leave Sigholm and start to feel your way around the flooded area, which has washed out the road completely. You continue far into the wooded area, which slows you down even further. Already committed, you hope you didn't make a grave mistake. You leave Sigholm in a hurry, hoping to outpace the dredge that must be close behind. As you continue further south, you first hit overgrowth and then forest before finding land that is dry enough to follow back around. By the time you've circumvented the mud, you lost a lot of time and hope it doesn't haunt you later. Well, we didn't spend a single day waiting, so... Minus 32 supplies.
What are you gonna do
That's
about that?
3.
You know?
We went from 7 to 3 and we just went to 2.
I'm sure if we had tried to like float across the river...
They are saying that it took 5 days worth of supplies to get out of there. Jokes. I knew that was coming, though. Because I knew that at the end of the game, they just try to fuck you. They literally just keep taking all your shit. It's kind of annoying.
We're almost out of supplies.
I guess I could have spent all the renown on like food, but that would have been a waste. Several women are taking expressively at the young girl found nearly frozen to death, now called Frosta. The quiet child's face expresses quite terror, aggressively jabbing at the dirt with a stick, with which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Steady the drawing. We don't need to panic. Keep her from making a scene. Try and talk to her. Leave the child alone.
I don't know, just a kid. Leave her alone is what I would do. That or look at the drawings.
Yeah, maybe we should look at the drawings or talk to her.
Eh.
We'd selected the drawing ones. The markings are somewhat intricate. The squares and circles could be wagons, including a depiction of a yox in front. A line from the yox leads to a deeper gorges where Ockfrost has jabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it, though, it could be almost anything. We don't need to panic. Let's talk to her. You're safe, you say, looking at the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you, using her stick to point at the deep gouge on the ground. Priv said, whispers, edge, edge, edge. It doesn't mean anything, but you feel it connected. Pretty sure she's trying to warn us of people ahead of us that are a thing. And here's our last day of supplies. Goodbye.
We're coming to an
Wave
edge of
goodbye
a
to
cliff.
it. And we're out of supplies.
Well,
Fuck this guy. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onif pulls you aside. I have a couple concerns I want to speak to you in private. You find a quiet place to talk.
man, you are moving through.
I am
this.
just getting a little tired of like the text here, you know?
I mean, I guess it's different
What's
when
on
you're
your mind?
reading everything out literally versus just like playing the game and reading it and be like, all right, kind of.
Yeah. Well, it's just like we're 26 minutes into this episode, no fight. Like, you know, when you get 30 minutes in a row where you're just reading, it's just like,
yeah.
throw a fucking fight in here somewhere. Like, you know.
You like the fights?
Well, I'm
I
just
guess, yeah.
saying, you know, you got to space it out. We're going to go through this entire fucking episode without getting into a fight unless we're about to fight
This guy?
the douchebags. I think this is the good guy.
Yeah.
The Eckel is the, like, fucking crazy guy.
Yeah.
How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Why are you worried about that? The group decides, not just me. We have picked quite a few. What is this about Eckel?
Yeah, let's ask if this is
Let's
about
say, who are you worried about?
All right.
Let's not go straight to Eckel. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skoger, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they die to protect you.
I suppose I'd do the same.
What about the Varl? You didn't even know half of those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that's happened at Irontoff? They joined us voluntarily. I trust Ivor to handle it. If they're willing to fight, it's worth the risk. We could be more cautious. Well, definitely not 4.
I mean, I trust Ivor.
Okay.
Because I feel like Ivor is with us, and like if anybody's got beef,
Yeah, they're not gonna.
we'll be like, well,
He's fearless, I'll give you that. But look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be here. He can't be there all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Kumar gave the word, I guarantee at least half Varl would follow. Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to.
well, I feel like we don't have any choice but to trust them. And also, I mean, like, the Varl is just going to do what they want.
Yeah.
So it's
I
like,
don't like any of these options I want. Like, you're an idiot. I don't love that. Gotta disagree with that, Rook. We always have a choice. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender was lighting out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Actually, he doesn't tell us what to do or where to go. We told him we're not waiting, not even for a day, and we left. So maybe you should check your story, bud. Myself, I think we lucked out with his mentor didn't show up in Sigholm. Ivan's just the apprentice. What if the depths of his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found partially dead in the middle of nowhere when the dread started showing up. That's an enormous serpent shows up at Irontoff after tearing the world in half. Take one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council. How does that make any damn sense? You may be distorting what happened. He definitely ain't making valid points, and I don't like this answer,
Yeah,
so we're
I guess
going with
number 2.
distorting. Or Ivan might. I'm tired of talking to this guy. I'm grateful for what you have done to get us this far, Rook, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal.
Suddenly,
Look at this! Suddenly you gasp for air when you look down at one of us holding a knife buried deep in your ribs.
Wow, the person we shouldn't have trusted this guy.
Motherfucker. Are we gonna get to fight this guy? No. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frosteville leap into action, cutting people down.
Wow.
As Odlif turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through.
Wow.
And pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. He drops like a sack of flour. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Egil in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror.
Oh god, is Egil...
You rise to your feet through the pain. Egil and are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alette's wrist among the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet you across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear her words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Time for Ivor to lay the smack down. Yeah. Oh shit, end the episode off with a fight.
I feel like we should bring Egil. This is Egil's like redeeming moment where he comes in like kills the traitors.
That would be funny. Who have we not taken? Maybe we'll take... Oh, how do I guess I gotta like drag it out.
I think he's already in. I think it's Mogan that's not in.
Oh, my bad. Mogan, Nid, right, is our armor breaker. Should we not take Rook? I feel like Rook wants some payback.
Sure.
What do we got here? Either that or we take Ivan. I do like Ivan instead of Rook.
Yeah, he could have a +3 strength item.
Is that what that is? Yeah, sure. Actually,
no one else is good enough to use it.
No one is good enough to use it, you're right. What about this one? +3 break, +3 will per kill, +3 crit chance.
What's Ivor and Gunoff's stats like?
Ivor and Gunoff?
You should put that +3 break onto someone.
Oh, maybe onto Ivor?
Yeah.
+2 armor, +2 strength. Could give that to like... Oh no, it's level 3. Son of a bitch.
Hogan could use it.
Hogan could use it. Hogan's got something else, and then I just won't be able to give it to
+2 armor
thing either. I don't even care. We're gonna beat him anyways.
It's just a bunch of humies.
Yeah.
Traitors.
I guess these are them here, and this one chick. Okay, let's get Nid in close, and then Gunoff's gonna fucking swipe them up. That was wrong. Is he the first one to go? Okay. And then Ivor's coming here. We'll keep you kind of back. Okay. Who... Oh, that guy's next. What's the birds of prey? One range, 7 tiles, 5... Oh, I think it's like a straight thing?
I think it's just greater range with 100% chance.
Oh, that's
to
right.
hit.
Okay. What's her thing? Is there even a point to armor breaking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'd only do 1 damage.
Versus 6 armor break? Damn.
I don't think you need to use...
Probably not.
I'm sure Gunoff can 1-hit kill this guy now.
Yeah, he probably can. But he's gonna get off
thing.
Gunoff's gonna have to go here. Oh, and he won't be able to do it, but he's gonna kill both of these ladies.
Alright, that's fine. That's a good...
It's a good move. Good move. Good move.
Y'all fucked up, guys. Ivor's still
Where
alive.
is Onif, though? That's what I want to know.
He's being a coward.
Can I just bloody flail? Is it better? No.
I think it's, yeah, bloody flail's good.
Bloody flail is always good. Never not bloody flailing.
Oh, this archer just messed up.
Damn. Oh, is she down already? That was quick.
Yeah, well.
I guess we'll just bloody flail her. Nice. Oh, you guys are done.
You guys are done.
Guess we'll hit this guy first. Oh, this guy. Did I even... He hasn't even got to go yet.
Yeah.
Do you think I can hit this guy with an attack?
Probably.
And it'll do the
arc lightning?
Yeah, the arc lightning. Right, and it should hit the... Because they're... Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, he's got a bloody flail that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, damn.
Like, wow. Well, I guess just kill this guy. 1 health. Son of a bitch. I guess we'll probably just bloody flail again.
Yeah.
Nice. What do they got? 3 guys left? And he's gonna do it right back to me. Yeah, that hurts. He's getting hit bad. Oh, this looks like you're dead. Oh, it's not though.
Almost.
It's you got 1 HP left. Good armor break. Oh, I can't kill him?
I guess,
I'm gonna go kill one of these guys then.
yeah.
Let's kill the girl. Man. Guess we'll just do the 5 on that guy. Oh, he does a melee attack. With his spear.
Nice. Oh yeah, cut him down.
Cut him down. Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Nid. Can't believe we lost Oldleaf. She was gonna be our new wife.
That's bullshit.
She was literally gonna be our new wife. Who else did we lose? Fucking Eggle. Fuck. That was gonna be Alette's husband.
Just hanging out. He was doing nothing wrong.
Where is Alette? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think that you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Did she kill him?
Oh, maybe.
Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. Good for you.
Alette, are you alright?
I like this backdrop of the trees. You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oldleaf, anyone? Ivor, I've found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivan, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. Well, Ivan should be able to mend you. Or, yeah, Ivan, yeah. He's going to make it. Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally a wound like that, I only hope I did enough.
I'll survive.
No, Andrew, I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to hers instead. The words come out easier than you expected.
Oddleif?
It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull
Yay!
through! Though it was a nasty wound, but Eggle definitely didn't make it.
Yeah.
We managed to kill most of the traitorous sons of bitches. Oh, I can't believe they're actually using the word. It just doesn't feel appropriate to the game, you know?
Yeah.
Like, those
SOBs.
traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save.
Shit.
You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand on his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He had been planning it all along. He thought my leadership would get us killed. I don't know. I feel like he'd been planning it all along.
I think number 2.
You think... Okay.
Because we agreed
It's
to
true.
let all these people hang out with us.
Utter bastard. All this time we had no idea. So do you think he would have been... If we had, like, agreed to, like, abandon people or something? You think maybe...
Maybe if we had
could have gone a
agreed
different route?
more with him, that we couldn't trust all the people. 'Cause
I
were
wish we
always
could
just
reset the game and go back and try all the options just to see what each one does, because I honestly would love to know what everyone does.
Yeah.
Ekkel killed a good half dozen of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Fossville the whole time. Okay, do you remember how I told you Ekkel was evil?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can make different choices, and Ekkel is the one who stabs you instead of Onif. Because I have memories, like I hated Ekkel when we met him, because I remembered him betraying me
But
in the
Echo
past.
didn't betray us this time.
But in this version, I guess someone betrays you, and it's either one of them. Like one of them betrays you. Maybe you don't get to keep both. Ekkel killed a half a dozen of his men by himself. We read that. He left Frostville behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ekkel was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. Smart move. It was no accident Onif went after those of us from Skorg.
He must have thought, with us gone, he'd take the banner, and the rest would fall in line.
Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait.
You know, there's no more supplies.
We have to be we have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. No, nothing changes. We're not like him. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? We'll be more cautious. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I kind of like number 2.
Where do you draw the line, Ivor? I don't know, Rook. I really don't. I love it. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere following us. That swamp around Sighorn might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Dun dun dun. Should we talk to these people, or should we just end the episode?
We'll start the next episode talking to them.
Talking to them? Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just end the episode here. Thanks for watching. Haven't
Like and
said that in a while. See you next time. Don't know when.